And I also had the same problem on my 993 over here, and I went through the normal procedure of doing the re-glue. I was like, you must be gluing it wrong. And of course, weeks later, I took the cover off and mine split apart as well. So
it goes up. Okay. When it comes back down, it makes that horrible clack, clack, clack.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty nasty, isn't it? Matthew's 993 has got a problem with a spoiler gearbox, and I believe you've tried to glue it back a few times.
Yeah,
maybe?
This is the third time. So yeah, I was in the car with you, I think, wasn't I? We were coming back from a meet, and we heard this tick 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 noise.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was, but it was when the car was when we were stopping. And we didn't quite get what it was.
Because it automatically goes up and down, so you've got this problem that you haven't got any control over it.
Yeah.
And then I think you thought, because you'd not long had the car.
No, I thought it was something horrendous. Yeah,
you thought it was like the transmission or something.
Yeah, no, I was a bit worried, but we figured out it was the spoiler. So yeah, so took it apart. Discovered it had been repaired before, so somebody had already had a go at it. So it wasn't my first go. Somebody had repaired the bearing, which is a standard thing. So it had come apart, the bearing had come apart, and you could see it was covered in glue, but the glue had separated.
Yeah.
And then that was it really. Then that was the start. That was the first time.
Yeah. So and I also had the same problem on my 993 over here, and I went through the normal procedure of doing the re-glue, and I remember we had the conversation because you were like, I was like, you must be gluing it wrong, and I was getting all, oh, I've done this correctly, mine's not caused a problem. And of course, weeks later, I took the cover off and mine split apart as well. So essentially, so what we've done is we've designed a new part which avoids the gluing.
Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna put on this car. Well, that didn't sound too bad going that way.
Yeah, it's when it goes down, it normally sounds a bit.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty nasty, isn't it? Okay, so we'll have a look in here. Right. Oh, okay. So here's. Oh, I like this.
They tend to break around here where there's a bit of movement when it sort of. The gear engages. I was imagining it was splitting here, so
yeah.
I just put a tiny hole through here and wrapped a wire through, and it has actually held here, but it's actually just split at the back of the case instead now.
Okay, so the idea, so this is a redesigned part. So we've done a couple of changes here. So we've got a lip that actually clips around. So we leave the main body, but the part that has been taken off will get replaced with this. So this lip will catch around the original part, and then also we're using the 3 main mounting screws to hold the thing together. So that means you don't need to have any glue. There's also like a little bearing in here, so this is in there's a metal part, but in practice it doesn't get much wear, so we've just got like a little plastic bearing in there. So there's the culprit with the glue,
crispy
and
glue,
lovely thing. So right, okay, well we'll get that on the bench and put our cap on it and see how we go. So here you can see where the little lip kind of folds around the original part, which does a lot to hold it together. And then, as I say, it's got these, so the bolts are actually going and holding that. So no glue, just been greased. We just put the bit of heat shrink on there because there's a bit of a bare patch. So let's get this back on the car. No more clunking. Nice little
insanely quick. So like the first time, like disassembling it and then taking all of the previous glue out, which took forever, and cleaning it down, and then re-gluing it and clamping it for well, it was supposed to be fast setting, and then it was long setting, and then
That's
you
what
know,
all blokes do, right? They read the instructions like, oh yeah, it's 24 hours. Oh, it'd be all right, you know, after like 3.
yeah, I was a bit more. I did pay heed to the instructions on the third time, maybe. Yeah, so it's just super fast, isn't it, compared to the.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
All right, no worries.
Nice one. Thanks, Johnny. Cheers.
So obviously we will do a detailed video of how we repaired that when it's on the bench. So yeah, like and subscribe, and we'll put that one out in a few days. Cheers.